Hello? Hello? Alright, everybody. Welcome to the first episode of Broken Wi-Fi, the podcast. And you're sitting here going to question yourself, or question me. What is this all about? What's going on? I haven't heard of this before. What was this podcast all about? And I'll tell you what it's all about. So first, this is what we're going to do. We're going to talk about some things, some games, some newer ones, some thoughts I have about some things you may want to know about. I may want, tell you about, things you need to know about. Then, if we can find something else, I got some places that haven't made it before, so I want to show you my experience on that. Then after that, well, I don't know. Then we'll get into a game. Then about an hour or two in, maybe, we're going to get into a game. And that's when the podcast part kind of ends, and we're going to get into a game. Since it's a little Halloween, I got a little Halloween scare-esque game coming through, but I'll tell you what that is when we get there. So, on to the first thing I kind of want to tell you, what I want to talk about. We have here a new game that came out a little while ago. Pretty new. It's called A Quiet Place, The Road Ahead, right? Now, I don't know what the general public thinks about this game, but I'm going to tell you my thoughts about this game. Now, if you don't know what A Quiet Place is, the road ahead, whatever, the game is based off the movies. If you've never seen the movies, well, what A Quiet Place is about, a bunch of alien monsters come from outer space, crash into the Earth. They can't see anything, but they have like a really strong hearing. So it came down, killed everybody gone. But they can hear anything, any small thing they can hear. And as soon as they hear it, they appear and they kind of kill whomever is being way too loud. So everybody is constantly whispering or, doing hand gestures or all that. And the game takes place in that world. It's not the same story as the movies, but it is the same. It's a different story in the same universe. So you have the same creatures, but it's a whole different story. So now that you know that, the game itself, when I first saw it, it looked good. The idea behind it was really good, where you turn your mic on and it can hear you. If you're too loud, it can see you or it could find you. And so originally, my thought was this game it's going to be scary. It's going to be good because you can't speak too loud. Monsters are going to find you and come at you. My vision was you're sitting here making a bunch of noise, and the monster's going to turn around the corner or dart around the corner, come flying at you because it's hearing you. You have to sit there and be quiet as possible as it looks all around you. That felt scary, that's A+ game right there. AAA, got AAA plus game. Let's be honest here, but that's not the case. That's very much not the case. In this game, what really ruins the scare factor isn't about you making these little loud noises and the monster shows up. There's a lot, from how much I played of it, there's only a few parts where you're actually in the room with the monster. Other than that, you just hear it in the background. You just hear it inside your ears the entire time you're playing, which is, I guess, adds to some, atmospheric scariness. But once the monster's not going to come for you, it's a little less scary. And what makes it even less scary is that it doesn't matter how many noises or clings or bangs you make, as long as you don't hit a certain high volume. You can be not as loud as you want, but you can be pretty loud and be fine. But as soon as you hit a certain mark, you're instant dead. There's no, the monster appears and you have to be extra quiet because he's right next to you in the room. No, you make too much noise, a cutscene will play and you just instantly die. No matter where you are, no matter what's going on, he will just appear behind you because you made a certain amount of loud noise, and it will just play a cutscene instantly kill you. Pretty boring. It doesn't matter where you are. Sometimes I even was in a certain area where I made a little bit of noise, like a cutscene played, and it literally teleported me to a whole nother room to play out the cutscene. It's like, it's not scary when I know if I just be too loud, it's just going to insta kill me. So it's just like, and as soon as the cutscene plays, there's no jump scare, there's no nothing. Like your hand goes over your mouth and you start breathing, and then the monster just turns you around and kind of just backsands you. So honestly, it is a like a $30 game. I feel like it had all the mechanics it needed to be a really good game. It did. It had all the real good mechanics. If it just had a few things that were just slightly different, it would have hit so much better. But with the certain mechanics and how the game kind of just plays, honestly, the game might be added to like my list of like unfinished games, just because I just didn't have that much fun. Like, I was getting in deep too. Like, I was reading things. I was like getting into the story. But as soon as I realized like you just make a certain loud noise to a point and it just insta kills you, I'm just like, kind of lost my interest in playing it for real. So I don't know. If I ever do go back and play it, I'll probably put on like easy, so I can just quickly just run through it and just say I did beat it. But I don't know. By this point, right now at this point, it's getting to the added to the list of unfinished games, because I don't know, man. But alright, that's why I had to talk about that. Just let y'all know that it is worth $30. Now, if you're buying it for like the big scary, I wouldn't. If you're just buying it for because you really like the Quiet Place and like the whole idea, and you don't put on the hardest difficulty and use the mic thing, you could potentially have a fun time, I guess. I don't know. The game is definitely something. Would I recommend buying it? If you're a massive fan of the Quiet Place and you just love the idea of it, then yeah. But other than that, if you want a new game to play, sure, it is cheaper than most. It's much cheaper than the newer big games out there. But other than that, I wouldn't recommend it. It's nothing crazy you're missing if you don't play it. But on to another thing, Dragon Ball. For those who do not know, there's a new series called Dragon Ball Daima. The first episode released, what was it, Friday or Saturday? But as we all know, Dragon Ball releases first in Japanese, and then after like a good month or two, then it'll start releasing like the English dub. But watching the first episode, it wasn't terrible. It wasn't bad. Animation looked good. Honestly, the animation, how good the animation, the level of animation it had, it should have been how Dragon Ball Super started out as. Like, the animation in Dragon Ball Super in the start was kind of mid, but this is starting out very solid, which is pretty good. And if you don't know where it falls in the timeline, it happens after Buu Saga, End of Z, but it happens before Super. So it's right in the middle. It's happened right after Buu, but before Super. It's right there in like the middle. So there's no Super Saiyan God, no Beerus, Whis, none of them. None of them are even known of. It's right after Buu Saga, essentially. It's right after Z, essentially. It's right there. And with that, we're getting a bunch of Dragon Ball DLC things coming to Kakarot and X Universe 2. Now, I hate how we're still getting stuff for Kakarot. Not that I hate that game. Kakarot was a really good game, despite all of its little flaws, but it was a good game. Now, I hate how long between each DLC we have received a DLC. It's like, it's been like, between each DLC is like literally solid like 3 months. It's like, nobody wants to play Dragon Ball Kakarot no more. Can we like move on from it, please? I don't want to re-download the game and buy something on it. Like, these DLCs better hit pretty hard, because you're asking me to go play like this almost 2-year-old game now that you're just finally releasing this next DLCs for. Oh man. And with that being said, it is confirmed that they are Daima DLCs. So whatever is happening in Daima, or how Kakarot has been doing it, has been taking, which actually, who knows what they're going to do, because they try to do their own twists on some of the super stuff, changed it up a little bit, but then they have like these story arcs about certain characters that are just like pretty much following the line of the story. So who knows who knows what's going on. Then we got another DLC coming for Xenoverse 2, which that one's a bit older. Although you should know about that by now. It's been confirmed for a good bit now, and that's coming out sooner or later. Then with Sparking Zero, of course, its next DLC is like sometimes next month, and we all know what's coming. It's the Gamma 1 and 2, and hopefully Beast, and hopefully 2 or 3 different versions of Piccolo with 2 versions of Beast. I hope that there is a transformation for Beast. Like there's like Super Gohan who goes Super Saiyan and Ultimate Gohan, and then can go Beast as well. Hopefully there's like a whole like thing there, because that would be pretty cool, instead of just having Beast Gohan. And the same thing comes on with Piccolo. We have like Super Piccolo, Potential Unleash Piccolo, and Orange Piccolo. Then Gamma 1, Gamma 2, then probably Max Cell. Can't forget about Max Cell either. Another big character. Ugh, hate big characters. Getting another big character, that's horrible. So we got all that to look forward in the Dragon Ball universe, which is pretty nice. But I hate the whole Kakarot thing. It's like, Kakarot's over, man. It's dead. Leave it there. Like that, the amount of time you wait between each DLC is disgusting. Speaking of Sparking Zero, man, what is there to do left on there? Only thing that's left on there, I feel like I have to say this now and get it fully out there, because if I don't, I'm gonna keep bringing it up. So just to get off my chest and just like put it out there. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, right? Good game, really good animation. When you get in there and get into the fights and do all the moves, it's really nice. It's actually this literally the best Dragon Ball we've ever had. It's providing some of the coolest things we've ever seen in an anime game, like ever. It's really good. But to let you know, I am a massive Dragon Ball fan, right? I love Dragon Ball. Anything they do, I'm gonna love it. I get on that thing, I do spins, you know what I mean? Like I love Dragon Ball. But I'm a little disappointed. Now, granted, did I speed through Dragon Ball pretty fast? Because I got the platinum within like 2 or 3 days. Did I speed through everything? I could have, to be honest. But as I'm sitting here, after I get the platinum, and I look at the episode battle should have been the peak content of the game. That should have been the most chunkiest, the most like thought put towards part of the game. Am I wrong to think that? Like that should have been the overall, the most intended. It should have been like the golden child of the part of the game. Episode battles should have been the most chunkiest and the most material put forward to that mode. But it's not. It sucks. Like if you actually go through and like if you didn't know Dragon Ball, you didn't know the story of Z or anything like that, and you go in here and you play the episode battles, you're left so confused. They jump around so much. There's zero animations, like absolute no animations. They do slideshows of just pictures with words that are sometimes read by the character, and they jump around like holy, like, especially when we get to Resurrection F and the Battle of Gods. Like, there were whole movies about this. Granted, they're like redoing like the episodes for it, because the episodes suck compared to the movies, but still, there were still movies about this. It literally just took one mission to get through both of the movies. I feel like both of Resurrection F and Battle of Gods should have been at least like a span of like 5 or 6 fights. Am I wrong to think that? But they literally just like fast forward it so fast that, like, if you didn't know anything about like Dragon Ball Super, you would have been lost. Like, you would have no idea what you're doing or what was going on. I feel like the episode battle was a huge flop. They could have done something so good with it, and they just threw it out the window. Now, granted, I'm not the best. I'm not a person who's like, ooh, I can't wait to get this game to play online. I'm not like that. I'm a single player type of guy, right? But with Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, there's nothing left for me to experience, really. It's just the same battles over and over and over, and it's kind of boring now, and I have nothing really left to do in Sparking Zero. It's like they really was hoping that the online was just going to carry everything for them, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking about that. They were just like, it's okay, just kind of put an episode battle out there and kind of hype it up a lot, but not actually be any good. Put these custom battles out there, which either, let's be honest here, either they're really, really easy or they're impossibly hard. There is no in between. It actually kind of sucks too. Like, the custom battles are not good. They're either way too hard or way too easy. The tournaments, it's just like normal battle. And there's nothing crazy. Honestly, it's a little boring, because it just takes one mess up and you're out, and it's just Then playing online, even if you do play online, if you're playing just single player matches, character versus character, you run into Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta 90% of the time, and it's usually, you hardly ever find matches that are like back and forth. Either you're dominant in the match, or the other person is dominant in the match. Like, it's either or. It's very rare to actually go against somebody who is like, you're trading blows. You're both like half, like you're all both dying at the same time. Both of you are at the final health bar at the end. Like, that's rare. That's rare to find someone that, like, at your skill level, and you're kind of matched, and you're just kind of just throwing hands. That's rare. It is, especially online. It's very rare, because it's either you destroying him or him destroying you. There isn't, like, hardly ever is there any between. But that's all I got to say about Dragon Ball. You know, can't hand on him. Can't sit there and talk crap about it for too much. You know. But hey, it is what it is. We got Black Ops 6 in 6 days? I think so. Because if you got the special edition, not the cheapest version, it's either like the more expensive one, the other two, I think, and you get the game like 3 days ahead. So that's, who's ready for that? Because I'm definitely ready for that. I'm ready for like a new game, something to get into. And Black Ops 6 is definitely going to be that, with its zombies, multiplayer. I don't know when I'll ever touch the campaign, because I'm going to be honest with you. This is something like I heard like Jev say. Now, maybe it did hurt their prices when people came in and played the campaign. The campaign wasn't good, so they refunded it, yada, yada, yada. But at the same time, though, now, I don't know when I will ever touch the campaign, because I'm going to be too busy either playing multiplayer or zombies. Like, I'm not going to go out of my way to play the campaign when I'm going to be trying to unlock the final kill cam or final camos, unlocking camos, and leveling up weapons. In campaign, I'm not going to be able to do any of that, so I don't know when or if I will ever even touch the campaign. Because in Modern Warfare 3, now to be fair, Modern Warfare 3's campaign was trash. Let's be honest here. Modern Warfare 3's campaign honestly shouldn't have existed. And to be fair, I in my mind it doesn't exist. I didn't touch it. I still haven't touched it, and I will never touch it, because if I get on Call of Duty, I'm playing multiplayer or Not zombies. Zombies is really boring. But on Modern Warfare 3, I'm playing multiplayer if I'm getting on Modern Warfare 3 by this point. I'm not playing the campaign. So it kind of sucks. But if it really does hurt their sales that much where they're not doing it, then I guess I don't know why they're doing it, but I feel like they should let us play the campaign 3 days ahead, because that allows their campaign to actually be played. Because I feel like doing this way, their campaign's not being played. Unless they actually haven't put like any time at all in their campaign is just like a mid, just like a linear, very just meh campaign. Then, well, what happened to the Call of Duty campaign? Even though I understand that like the campaign, hardly anybody play that. It's understandable, but if we just look back at the older Call of Duties, Modern Warfare 2, 3, Infinite Warfare, Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5? Yeah. Why was the campaign on those it was good? The campaigns on those games were actually good. Like, you actually enjoyed playing the campaigns on those games. But ever since, like, what was it? No, I think Black Ops 3 didn't even have a campaign, did it? No, Black Ops 3 did. Black Ops 4 didn't. That's right. Black Ops 4 didn't even have a campaign, really. If you call that a campaign, you're high. Higher than me, that's for certain. Anything past that, we haven't had like an actual good campaign in a while. It's just been just meh. Just an ordinary soldier just in war. That's just how the campaigns has been for like a while. Which is kind of sad, because I actually remember having some like fun on some of the older Call of Duty campaigns. Even though it's not like I sit there and like replay it like 3 times over. No, I just played it the one time, and it was a fun experience. But nowadays, though, it's like, there was never a thing for people to buy a Call of Duty to just play the campaign. Like, no one ever did that. Did that? No one did that. No one does this. That's not a thing that exists. But if you do, I'm sorry, because the last couple campaigns have been, it's been bad, man. But I can't wait for Black Ops 6. It's coming on the 25th. It's gonna be a fun time. Definitely know we're grinding. All right. What else? What's else that's out there? Let me think. I'm trying to think. Dang, I had a couple points I was going to bring up, but I don't even remember for real. Hey, one thing is for sure. If you are a fan of Overwatch and you haven't played Overwatch, there's a collab on there for My Hero Academy, which is pretty cool looking. I've seen some stuff about it. It's pretty nice. So there's that. Well, on the gaming side, there's really not too much going on. There's, of course, The Quiet Place, some Dragon Ball stuff coming out. Dragon Ball Daima is out, so you can go watch that. There's only one episode, I think, here. Either today of the streaming this on the 19th, Saturday. There will be another episode out on Sunday, tomorrow. So there will be 2 episodes out ready for people to watch. So that's nice. And let me think here. And actually, no, I think that is just about everything on the gaming side. There's not too much going on right now. Nothing too insane. Yeah, that is kind of just about it. There's nothing too crazy coming out that I know of, anyways. Huh. Oh, there's some older games I've played recently. There's a Ghostbusters. Oh shoot, what is it called? It is called Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed. It's like your Dead by Daylight. You know, the 4v1, 4 survivor type deals versus the one ghost. But this one, instead of the one person that's fighting or trying to kill the four is trying to kill the one. And it really wasn't that bad. It was actually kind of fun. I can definitely see if if you had like a group of friends to play with, you know, like that game actually could be pretty fun. It definitely could have been. It is definitely pretty fun. And then Dead by Daylight. I just recently gotten playing that too. Dead by Daylight is a good game. It's just some of its killers, man. Whew, it makes you just not want to play the game. I will be honest with you. So, like the killers are so strong. Like I don't play the game enough to just sit here and just and be able to take on some of these sweaty killers. Like some of them are just sheesh. Like there's nothing you can do. Like I'm just like standing. Like some of the time, like if I feel like they're good at the game, bro, it's just like just go ahead and just kill me now, man. Give me the next one. There's no point even struggling. It's funny too because my buddy, I usually play with my friend when I play it, and he's usually like one of the last ones alive. And he usually he'll just like go to them and like, all right, just kill me, and then he'll let him live, and then they'll like get him to the escape hatch, and he'll like survive. I'm like, this is some bull. This is stupid. I literally get like absolutely jumped on, absoluted throughout the entire time, not giving him a chance to do anything, and he sit there, gives up, and he gets to escape. I'm just like, bro, where's the mercy when I was unable to escape you? Like, what? Where was the mercy I was shown? I didn't get any of that. So, bull crap. Yeah. Well, I think that's just about any of the games information I have thus far they should know about, or there's something to talk about. But anyways, let's talk about some food. Some good food. I had wings and rings. If you don't know what that place is, it's exactly what it sounds like. I imagine you did, but I had it for the first time. No. I had their hot honey wings, right? Now, just put out there, I'm not scared of heat. I'm not, but I'm not one of these people out here who shoves like 9 hot things in their face and be like, oh, no reaction. Like, I ain't that guy. Like, I had like the 1 chip challenge. I've had these like stupid hot peppers. Like, I've eaten some pretty crazy hot things, right? But that hot honey, boy, whew, that had my belly warm. Like, you know when you're eating something like really hot and it like hurts your tongue? Like it was hurting my tongue for it to touch my tongue. It was hurting, but it was good. I was just eating it. And my tongue was just in so much pain as I was just forcing it down my throat. I'm like, oh my god, the things are hot. And usually, I mean, let's be honest here. Usually, a lot of hot things, I say like hot, something you get from like a restaurant or some place, it's usually not that bad. It's kind of had like little heat, and it's really not that bad. But boy, that hot honey, it was kicking. It was kicking me directly in the teeth. I was clenching my cup, sucking down. For real. They were bad. But chicken was good. And I had their little pretzel bites with cheese. That was good. I think that's my favorite thing in the whole thing is those little pretzel bites and putting the cheese. But those are like the best things there for real. I got like a whole thing of that and just eat that. Oh man, what else is there to talk about? This little first episode is just kind of just put my foot in the door, just letting y'all know. It's kind of just put my foot in the door, just seeing how things go out, things how work. I'm probably gonna be doing this probably like once a week, just so I have like a week full of stuff to talk about. What else is there? What else? What else? What else? Let's think. Let's think. Let's think. Honestly, there's not too much to talk about left. Pal World. Pal World is a fun game. I've gotten to a point where I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I'm bad. Like when I was younger, like this is crazy when I think about it. Like I'm a gamer. I play games all the time, right? I hate how my like, what would you call it? Like my want to play the game after a certain point has like dulled out. I remember when I was a kid, I would have beat a game like 1,000 times, replayed it a million times, got every single item a gajillion times, like replayed it to the very end, and then continued to play it. But nowadays, I wish I kind of had that still in me. But it's like when I get to a certain point in a game and I feel like I'm just doing the same thing like repeatedly over and over again, I lose complete interest. Even if I want to continue and unlock certain things, I just get so bored. I just can't continue. I'm like, I was realizing that like a day or so ago. I was like, bro, this kind of sucks. I wish I have that still in, like that kid in me who kind of just played and played and played and played and played. But as soon as I get to a point where it's like there's really not much for me to gain, there's just I don't know. I had to walk a wall, or not really like a wall, but I passed that wall, and now it's just this. Just if I just farm, I just can get to the very tippy top with no problem. Once I get to that point, there's like really no challenge or nothing there really like standing in my way. I just lose all interest into the game. It's like there's no reason for me to continue from this point, because like if I wanted to, I could get all the stuff. I can get maxed everything, become the absolute strongest I can become. But I don't get to that point. I just get to the point where I'm able to get to that point, and then I lose interest of the game, which kind of sucks. Because like Power World, I'm at that point where if I just ran around and captured pals, I would hit max level. I have like limitless of all material. I'm stacked, but I just lose so much interest of just running around catching pals that I'm just like, man, I don't really want to play it. And the same thing goes for like Dragon Ball. There's nothing left for me to do except for like playing online, but that's not that interesting to me for real. So I haven't played Sparking Zero in a little bit because there's nothing really to do. And then, yeah, that's about it really. Man, you know what? You know what I want to see? I want to see The Last of Us. But what I want from The Last of Us, I don't want the story of how can I forget the best character's name? Joel. Well, he's dead now, which I want the universe, the same universe as The Last of Us, but I want a whole different storyline, right? I want the universe, but I want a different storyline. One where you can create your own character, or someone completely different that's like out there in a zombie apocalypse trying to survive. You know, you gotta build up like a base and like go out, get supplies, and there's a bunch of infected and different types of infected. I feel like that could really hit. Like it really could. I feel like it really could. Like like a Last of Us that had like some type of open world-esque to it. Like I feel like that would hit pretty hard. Like imagine a Last of Us and a Dying Light. Imagine if you took all the mechanics, all the things of Let Us Die, and we shoved that into a Dying Light setting, like open world upgrades and all that, and combine that together, and we take a good story and smash that in there. Tell me that wouldn't be a 5-star game right there. Phew. Man, pay me to give you some ideas. Let me tell you what. Oh, man. I think that's all I'm like waiting for in gaming right now is Black Ops 6. There's like nothing else that's interesting me right now. Huh. Yeah, just about. Alright, I guess with that said, guess there's not too much left. Oh, I guess this is the end of the podcast part. So, if you are here just for the talking, chilling, vibing, you might want to go ahead and get on past. Because beyond this point, we're stopping the podcast. We are continuing with the game section. And you're like, Jacob, you're like, Caveman, what are we talking about this gaming part? What are we doing? So the gaming part it's going to be different most of the time. Either we'll play a game and then we'll play it for a good bit, and maybe the rest of the game would be recorded or streamed, and you can either watch the first part here on the podcast, or you can go ahead and watch it next time. So we will start the game here on the podcast. Then if you want to continue that tomorrow or the next time I stream, which probably will be tomorrow, we will be trying to finish the game. And once we finish that game, there won't be another live streamed game until, well, I don't know. I'm going to see what we're going to do. Either we will get pretty far in this game, and if it's really wanted, we will replay it on the next one. We may do the podcast every other day. Like tomorrow won't be one, but the next day would be one. I'm still trying to figure out what's be the best scheduling, best thing for content wise for the podcast and whatnot. So we'll play a good bit of it here. Then once we end the stream, how far have we got? Either this will be the last time we're seeing this game, or when I go ahead and do the podcast again, we will try to finish it at the end of that. Or if something other game is more interesting, we will go to that instead. So I think that's what the plan is. So yeah, all right. So this is the end of the podcast part. So I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. So now it's into the gameplay. And since it is Halloween, I'm going to go ahead and got a scary game for us. And you're like, what game is that? Well, it is the one and only, one second. It is The Dark Pictures, The Devil in Me. Yeah. I don't think I ever played this one. I played every single one. I guess I completely forgot that this one even existed. So we're getting into the Halloween spirit and getting into the scariness. So you already know how it is. We're playing alone, getting the max scariness. All right, let's go ahead and get right into the. All right. Yep, new game. It's challenging. This is the normal. Let's just keep it pretty basic. For thou hast fuck. Every choice has a consequence. Some decisions save lives. Others. Ew. Others lead to death. Oof. Choose wisely.
64 feet, Jeff. Can you imagine it?
I'm attempting to.
I bet you can see for 100 miles at the top. We should make that our first priority.
Whatever pleases you the most.
You please me the most.
You mean you are not weary of me after an entire day of marriage?
I will never be weary of you.
I shall hold you to that, my dear.
Snake oil.
I think we've arrived.
Isn't this grand?
As advertised. Very nice. Let's check in.
Are we the only ones here?
I'm sure that was a mad dash first thing this morning to get to the fair.
Try again?
Well, this does not bode well for the level of service we're in store for.
Uh-oh. First decision. We got excited and reassuring. I was using the wrong stick to
Let's not wait
choose.
till tomorrow morning. Let's sign in and go straight there.
We're not going anywhere if no one checks us in.
Slow service. That means they're making sure everything is perfect.
That's my Marie, always finding that silver lining.
My sincere
Oh.
apologies for both startling you and for making you wait. My attention was needed elsewhere. I promise from here on out it will be nothing but silver linings. Welcome to the World's Fair Hotel. Please, sign in here. First time in Chicago? I'm going to hazard a guess and assume you're here to take in the exposition.
The fair, yes, but that's not all. Today is a very special day for us.
Oh, a honeymoon. How very, very lovely.
Perhaps my wife, Mrs. Whitman, would like to sign. Yes, today's the beginning of our honeymoon.
Very awkward, I will say.
Congratulations. In that case, an upgrade is in order. A honeymoon suite it is.
Oh, well, are the rates that much higher?
I think nothing of it. The same rates as your regular room. The upgrade is on us. You're our first honeymooners.
How kind. Thank you, Mr.
Holmes. Henry Howard Holmes.
You have a lovely hotel, Mr. Holmes.
Well, thank you very much. I designed and built most of it myself.
You're an architect, then?
Architect, designer, builder, doctor, artist. I'm a man of many interests.
Impressive.
Please have a look around. We have sundries and gifts at the pharmacy counter. I'll take your luggage up to your room and ensure that everything is in order. Just make a note if you decide to purchase anything, and we will add it to your bill.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes. We appreciate it.
The pleasure is all mine.
Very awkward interactions, I will say.
Now, what did I forget to bring?
Bath milk? Ew. It really is just bath milk.
Oh, pardon me, miss.
Careful you. My husband gets awfully cross with men who act fresh.
He sounds like a ripe fellow. How's the marriage going?
Lovely. Thanks for asking.
Well, let's just head up. I'm sure the room is ready.
See anything good over there at the jewelry counter? Anything fancy?
Wouldn't you like to know?
There's a lot of the same duplicate rings in there, if I might say. The World's Fair Hotel.
Wonder what's in here.
I'm starting to think I've gone and married a thrill seeker. Ferris wheels, forbidden rooms. Are we looking for excitement?
Perhaps.
Dang! Well, we're just going right in then, okay.
Nothing but an unfinished room. See what happens when you chase a thrill?
If this is you trying to get out of the Ferris wheel.
I know you won't be denied.
Wait. What's that? Don't move.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I almost messed up. It looks like his arm is completely showing there. So if he, I think, only reason he is not seen is because he doesn't want them to know that he saw him.
That was a thrill.
You won't think it's thrilling if we're sleeping on the street after getting kicked out of here. Let's go.
Welcome, newlyweds, to the honeymoon suite.
Thank you kindly, Mr. Holmes.
Do enjoy your stay. If you'll excuse me, I have work to return to. I'm sure we'll see each other again soon.
It's creepy, man.
Goodness, this place is fit for a king.
Or my queen.
Oh, you. Kiss this.
That is not very wifely of you.
Wifely?
Hey!
Bullseye!
You asked for it.
Headshot. 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 Whatever.
Should I be frightened?
If you're smart.
Weave. Oh. Parry. Shut up.
Mercy, mercy. Okay, you win.
Anything broken?
Only my pride. How about a peace offering?
This feels like some sort of treacherous plot.
Not at all. I have a gift for you. Close your eyes, face the mirror.
Uh-oh.
Aren't you clever and romantic?
If I get a pillow to the face, I will sock you right in the kisser.
Is there a problem?
No. Open your eyes.
Oh, Jeff, it's lovely. I love it.
Good. Victory is mine. I'll let you have that bath now.
Uh-oh. She's watching them.
It's jammed shut.
Huffing and puffing
Maybe if we
very
put more
loudly.
weight into it?
Uh-oh. Easy.
Open sesame!
Open sesame.
Thank you. Why don't you have a shave while I take a quick bath? Then we can reconvene.
I know that word. It's French for something illicit.
Shush. Shave.
I think I forgot to pack my razor and kit.
I'm sure the pharmacy downstairs has them.
Don't be too long in that bath.
Don't you worry.
Mm-hmm. Or Jeff. Jeff. My name's Jeff. That's an old meme. Alrighty, Jeff, what we doing? You find a shaving kit? Alright. Well, there's the private room we passed by and broke into earlier. There's a fast walking speed, thank God.
I could have sworn this was the way we came up. What?
Uh-oh. Oh! That was almost stand for him.
Oh my god. Marie!
Oh, back to Marie. I can equip an item. Let's equip the bath butter. Whoa, let's keep it PG-13, shall we? PG, please. Family friendly. Batman?
Is that you, darling? Jeff? Oh,
That's not Jeff.
Playing another game.
Investigate.
Okay, Mr. Sneaky. You can't sneak up on me, Mr. Holmes.
Hello, my
What are you
dear.
doing in here? Jeff!
I
Uh-oh.
don't think he can quite hear you.
Dang.
Get away from me!
But I'm not finished yet.
I said get...
Dang, you see with a double slash.
Don't fight it. Will only hurt more if you do.
Man.
Yeah,
Dang.
you're only prolonging the inevitable.
What? What are you? What have you done?
Calm yourself, sir. It seems your wife has had an accident.
Dude, it's time to start punching and swinging and kicking.
Is there a problem, sir?
Dang. It's over. You just went into the wrong room. Get on out of there. There's a lot of blood on the arms there. Oh jeez, he's just bleeding out everything.
You're wasting your last chance to tell her that you love him.
Well, the end of their story.
A place for everything. Everything in its place.
Well, look at this.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Only the best for you, my dear.
Mother would simply die. It's so
I say,
opulent.
good man, do you work here?
Hello. Welcome to the World's Fair Hotel.
Dang, we got another one lined up. We got more people. Hold on, I think this is very copywritten. So, yeah, about that. Ah, shoot. Oh, no. There's no way for me to shut the game up.
Won't you spare me over to
Alright, everybody. That's all the time we have for today. Unfortunately, the next few episodes of the Broken Wi-Fi will be much longer today. It just has to be a little shorter because, just trying to get my foot in the door, just seeing how things work, see how this goes. So, if you made it this far, I love y'all. Appreciate your time. And I hope you all have an amazing day, night, afternoon, weekend, or weekday. Hope whatever day today is for you, it goes amazing. It is just the best of days. So, with that said, hope the rest of your day or night is in a fantastic one. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye! Oh, well, that's awkward. Wait.